Hello, this is KB0 ICT Jarrett with 0.11.0, a major release for hammers. I wanted to highlight a few of the bigger changes as well as some of my favorite quality of life enhancements. It's a big release, a lot of bugs fixed, a lot of little enhancements, a lot of bigger features. A full change log is available over at community.hammers.app. You can see it there if you want to get it down to the nitty gritty. Special thanks to a lot of people over there who have just been great about finding bugs and helping me work through them and figuring out all the weird edge use cases and all that sort of stuff that goes into software development. So thank you to that group over there. I love you guys. All right, so first off, a big change to how lookups are done. When hammers first came out, I was breaking QRZ's terms of service. Didn't know it, didn't read it that great, and that's on me. But they were also very kind to not just completely pull the plug on my credentials. This is if you pay for the XML subscription service, you can use that. That's what Hammers was doing to do lookups. Some time ago, not secretly, I had to tell everybody. The server that I had written that was doing that, I had to switch to use hamdb.org. Which is a free service. It'll give you a name and some basic information. Doesn't usually give you a grid square. So if that kind of stuff is really important to you, it's important to me. You're going to want to stick your own credentials either in for QRZ or HAMqth, which is a free service which will provide a grid square, and you can sign up over at hamqth.com, something like that. So if I go to settings here, I can see that I have hamdb.org is what I'm using. QRZ is not set up and hamqth is not set up. So let's go set those up real quick. I'm going to go to my profile and I can see I have no integrations. Click edit, and down here I have QRZ username and password, hamqth username and password. So I'll enter KB0ICT, my password from a password manager. Don't remember your passwords, use a password manager. Click save, and I have now integrated with at least looking up right now with QRZ. Full QRZ integration for like uploading logs will be coming soon. You'll need to insert your API key. That's a whole different thing, but that's coming down the pike as well. So let's go over here and make sure that we are using QRZ. We sure are. Cool. So you're going to want to do this for stability issues. Again, if you just want that really super accurate information that QRZ has, or that HAMqth also provides for free as well. I think we know that QRZ, you're going to get probably the most updated information. Everybody else is kind of pulling from various sources. So you can go do that, and now we are using QRZ for our lookups. So speaking of lookups, one of the feature requests that was, kind of from day one almost, was the ability to look up an operator after the fact. Say you come back from a park or a summit or whatever, and you didn't have internet connectivity. You're going to want to grab those that information, when you come back. So you can see here I have all of these green check marks mean that all of these folks were looked up, but these three here have not been looked up yet. So I can go click and just say look up, and it'll look up this individual. It'll populate their information. So let's go see. I guess I can show you. So if I go look at N1 here and I click edit, no operator, no QTH, no county. Now they're park to park. So all this is going to do is not overwrite anything that we pulled from, their state we pulled from Parks on the Air, and the grid we pulled from Parks on the Air. We don't want to overwrite that. We want to keep it, but it will go and look up their information. I'm actually just going to hit look up all, which will figure out those last two, and boom, there they are. They're all looked up. So again, we didn't put anything in QTH or county because we know that their state and their grid square were correct from the POTA database that's installed, or not installed, but included in Hammers that they provide, that the POTA folks kindly provide to people. So yeah, you can get back, and if you lost connectivity, just come in and look up all and watch the little guys spin, and they'll look up everybody in your logbook who you weren't able to grab. Hey, there's me. If you see that little heart, that means you talked to me. Thank you very much. Let me know that you talked to me. It makes my day. The other thing, I've been doing a lot of hunting, POTA hunting, which the weather's been kind of bad for getting out, bad as in hot and humid, which is not my jam. So I've been doing a lot of hunting just kind of during the day, like as I'm working. So I wanted to do some of the features that have been requested by folks. You can see now that if I have work to station, if they're in a log, they're marked in green. Oh, well, just refreshed. So they're marked in green up here. If they're QRT, let's see if there is one. Yeah, they're what is this? Not disabled. They're just, they're in gray, just to kind of let you know that those folks have gone QRT. It's a quick, easy way as you're going through and kind of hunting folks that, you can see who you've worked and who you haven't worked. The other major feature here now is the ability to sort these. Right now we're sorting, this is all bands. This is 20 meters. This is 40 meters. So if I go here, I can just go, let's say 20 meters and SSB. So single side band, here's all these phone contacts. I can work all of these folks, or if I'm just looking for CW people, obviously there's only a few of them. Yeah, that is a great way to, make sure that you, or not make sure, but keep track of where you are and just kind of filter it down. These tables and cards can get a little crazy. So you can see, they're marked in green if you've worked them, and dark gray if they're QRT. I'm sure more filters will be coming. I want to be able to just like hide people you've worked or hide QRT folks. But for right now, to get this thing out the door, this was a very last minute addition, as I was, probably written 3 days ago. Just to be able to mark these in this color was super, super handy. A couple of other quality of life enhancements that I wanted to highlight that came from community.hamers.app was being able to see dupes immediately, not having to hit enter and then see the dupe thing. That wasn't as big deal to me. I just go out and delete them. But if you don't want to spend time working somebody in a pile up, or especially for field day, stuff like that. So if you go in and say, we'll do myself there, it will let me know that, hey, possible duplicate 30 minutes ago. This was the frequency in the band. Now, whatever template you're using, each template has their own logic for what is a duplicate. So for POTA, it's that the frequency, band, and mode and date, I believe, are the same. So if I were to change this to CW and type my call sign correctly, this is not going to give me that duplicate. That would not be a dupe. As soon as I change it back to SSB, it's going to let me know that this is a possible duplicate. Obviously, you can still save it, if you want to just, for whatever reason, you don't trust it, or you want to go back, just save it, and then you can go back and you'll still have these dupe flags, and you can do that. So there are a lot more things, a lot of small bugs that were fixed, random things that, typing in, I got the frequency bands wrong for 60 meters. The power field wasn't being persisted between QSOs. All of these sort of things. There's a huge write-up. Again, you'll see a full change log over at community.hamers.app. Special shout out to KZ3L for finding a ton of bugs, or suggesting a ton of little tweaks and enhancements. Everybody does that. I think KZ3L just went out of their way and blew me up on iOS test flight. Thank you so much. Don't ever feel like you're going to inundate me. I'd much rather, that's what beta's for, right? Like finding these things. So thank you so much, KZ3L, for just putting in the work of breaking it. That's a special skill. If you're not a QA engineer, I would be surprised. If you want to be a QA engineer, I think you'd be a good one. Shoot me an email. Anyway, thank you to everybody. Again, there's a full write-up on community.hamers.app. Too many things to go over, but those are the bigger ones. Integrations with QRZ and HAMqth for lookups, and just the quality of life enhancements for hunting. I started a Patreon. It's not something I ever thought I wanted to do. People were asking me. I'm not a streamer or anything. It feels weird. I don't know. But if you want to support me over there, I couldn't think of anything like to give folks for it, which is something I have. Like I just feel weird just taking money. So I decided, like, okay, if you support me over there, I will. You can get you would get 0.11.0 let's say you would have got it 2 weeks ago or something, you'll get pre-release. You'll get access to pre-release for desktop versions. You can always sign up for free to be a beta tester if you want to. You know, this has been in beta for about 3 weeks now. So there's a lot of folks who've been using these features on the field already. But I decided if you want to get a pre-release of desktop versions, you can go do your support. You can do support over at patreon.com/hammers, I believe. That's weird. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for everyone who's given me that support. People who've purchased the app, people who've just donated, people who have bought merch from hammers.app/merch. Just a lot of love. I appreciate it so much, and it keeps me going. Makes me be able to pay for some of the stuff that needs to be paid for to get Hammers working behind the scenes. So thank you to everyone. I hope to see you on the bands. If you see me out there, and you know you will, because you'll see that little heart icon. Let me know. Let me know that you're using Hammers and that you appreciate it. That'll make I'll call a pile up. I'll stop a pile up just to talk to you about it. So thank you so much for everyone. Again, this was KB0ICT. This was 0.11.0. 73, everyone.